My wife, Sarah, just couldn't get pregnant. We decided to try IVF. Before the embryos were even made, I caught her switching my sperm with her high school sweetheart sample. I didn't say a word, just switched it back. And then, just for good measure, I swapped out Sarah's eggs with my ex-girlfriend, Jennifer's. 25 years later, Sarah's old flame showed up at my door, trying to claim my son. Dustin, I'm your real dad. Dustin and I got home from a medical research trip to Europe, and I was floored. A whole crowd of people, relatives I hadn't seen in years, were crammed into our living room. You'd think the Johnson family was holding a reunion. What really made my blood boil was seeing Sarah sitting on the couch, her arm around some red-eyed dude. My loving wife, always off doing her own thing, was whispering sweet nothings to him. I raised an eyebrow, dropped my suitcase, and looked at Sarah. What's the occasion? Looks like a party. Dustin, behind me, crossed his arms, giving the guy a disgusted look. He already had a hunch about who this guy was. Sarah's mom, Grandma Betty, sat in her favorite chair, looking uncomfortable, like she wanted to say something but couldn't. Before Sarah could even open her mouth, the guy started sobbing and lunged at Dustin. My boy, I'm your real father. Dustin dodged him like he was a hot potato, his face twisted in disgust. He took a step back, his voice icy. My dad's name is Michael Johnson. That's my boy, always has my back. I squeezed Dustin's hand, gave him a reassuring look, and then swung, connecting my fist with the guy's jaw. The sound echoed in the room. Don't go making stuff up, I said, my voice cold, my eyes like daggers. Sarah jumped up, cradling the guy's face. Michael, are you crazy? You can't just hit Mark. She raised her hand like she was going to hit me. Dustin was faster. He stepped forward and slapped Sarah across the face. You think you can hit my dad? Dustin's voice wasn't loud, but it was full of steel. Sarah froze, shocked and furious. She raised her hand again, ready to strike Dustin. But Mark grabbed her arm, fake crying. Sarah, please, don't. That's our son. The way he was acting, I could have puked. Sarah lowered her hand, glaring at Dustin. I'm only holding back because of your real dad. Dustin sneered. Yeah, I'd like to see you try. His glare was exactly like mine when I was younger. Inside, I was doing a happy dance. That's my boy. One of the older relatives, Uncle Jerry, cleared his throat, trying to regain control of the situation. Alright, everyone, settle down. His voice was booming and authoritative. Everyone quieted down, their eyes on Uncle Jerry. He turned to Sarah. Sarah, why did you call us all here? Sarah took a deep breath, like she was getting ready for something big. She put her arm around Mark's shoulders, putting on a dramatic display of affection. Actually, I have something important to announce. She paused, looking around the room, finally settling on me and Dustin. I just watched, waiting for the fireworks. Dustin, he's not Michael's biological son. Her voice was soft, but it dropped like a bomb in the living room. Dustin whipped his head around to look at me, his eyes wide with shock. I signaled him to stay calm. The relatives started buzzing, like a bunch of sharks smelling blood, excited by the drama. Years ago, when we did IVF, Sarah hesitated, acting all embarrassed. The doctor said, Michael's sperm wasn't the best. I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I used Mark's sperm instead. The nerve of this woman. She stole my sperm and is now trying to blame me. Sarah gave me a nasty look, like she was expecting me to freak out. But I was cool as a cucumber, so she had to keep going. I called you all here today so you can see. She looked at Mark with fake love in her eyes. Dustin reunite with his real father. The relatives were losing